What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kieran, and today, guys, we're going to be doing a December twin flame reading. This is a general reading for both parties, so whether or not you're masculine or feminine, we got both that energies going on. So we're going to take a look at the energies of both parties. We're going to take a look at the head and the heart space for both parties to see how we are feeling and thinking about each other, and then we're going to get into some action-oriented near future energy, or at least for the month of December, and then maybe some guidance cards for just that general collective twin flames out there. Okay, all right, so let's get started. I hope you guys are enjoying the whatever day it is. Is it Thursday? I hope you guys are enjoying December so far. It feels slightly up and down, but could just be me. All right, guys, let's get started. So, dear Spirit, please connect me with the Twin Flame Collective. Please bring nothing but love, light, and truth to this reading. And let's see if we can access some higher dimensions here, guys, all right? So let's start with the feminines. And we'll start with you guys, and we'll see what's going on with your energy first, all right? So it's going to be Divine Feminine. So what is going on with the feminine energy, the month of December 2020, last month of the year? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what is going on with the feminines. All right, so first card that we have is the Six of Wands. So we have some exciting energy coming in. Now, I don't know if you guys are feeling like this right now. It's only December 3rd, but Six of Wands is very good because it does talk about reaching some kind of objective, all right? So we have this honeybee in this picture because bees... I mean, I guess I don't know if it's a honeybee. I guess all bees are honeybees, but whatever. Anyway, this bee, as you may or may not know about bees, go around pollinating flowers, and they bring back the stuff. I actually don't know what the fuck it is that they do specifically, but my basic knowledge of bees is that they return something to the hive, and they come back out and they pollinate, and there's a whole process. And apparently we need bees or else we're all going to die. But whatever it is that bees are specifically doing out there, the whole point is that they work for this collective. They work for a higher sort of a higher purpose, right? So here for feminines, we have you guys discovering a little bit of some collective energy, something that you guys feel very passionate about, something that you guys like doing. So maybe you've already kind of on the rise with this, sort of discovering something about yourselves. But if not, then we're getting into some very passionate exploration of things coming in. Okay, so this is a really good energy to have, Divine Feminines, because this means that you guys are going to be feeling much more expressive, feeling much more open, feeling more able. More able-bodied, more energetic, just in being able to get your daily things done. And this element of just having your feelings be more part of having your feelings be more part of your daily life, having them actually you're able to sort of transmute any older feelings into new, fresh ones, okay? And that's a really good sign. It also just talks about a victory objective being reached in general, so maybe you guys are working towards something, and so we do have some kind of good news coming your way through that Six of Wands, okay? So it might show up in your material world as well, okay? So just pay attention to that stuff. But energetically, that's very good. Let's keep going and see what else is coming your guys' way. December 2020, Divine Feminines. Let's take a look. All right, let's see. We have the Ace of Cups, so that's great, guys. So yeah, like I was saying with the emotions coming to the forefront of your life. Here we have some emotions. Again, double confirmation of basically your emotional world blending together with the way that you handle things. So this might mean a few days of crying. It might mean that you're more expressive. Doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be crying. But the Ace of Cups is generally a very good thing, okay? So it doesn't necessarily mean like crying because you're depressed or you're sad or you dropped your favorite ice cream cone. It's more about like you're like just sort of like exploding with emotions to a certain degree, okay? And so now this Ace of Cups is representing a beginning for you in your emotional world, Divine Feminine. So something new starting. Again, it could show up in your material world, especially with the Six of Wands, like getting some kind of victory or something that you've wanted. And then this Ace of Cups basically signifying something new. So it's kind of like these cleaner, more cleaner emotions, more cleansed. So I get the feeling that if there's been anything in your life like throughout the whole year which has caused you stagnation emotionally, that stuff is going away, especially with the Six of Wands energy coming in. And then there's going to be like this clean, fresh start. Okay, and so for others of you, again, could show up. This is obviously a Cups card, so it has to do with romance. So this could just be stronger bond between you and your twin. It could be some kind of exploration of deeper feelings that weren't there before, either in the form of actual communication or not, but we'll see in the action cards, right? But otherwise, just like on its own, the Ace of Cups is really good. Just means you guys are going to be feeling vital again and feeling like you're basically worth something. Okay, so you guys are really discovering a sense of self this December, and that's really, really great. Let's get one more card for you guys' energy, December 2020, Divine Feminines. All right, and so that bird obviously representing the freedom, right? Being able to fly and do what you need to do, and feel very free with how you act. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, all right? I can't make this shit up. That's 2 aces. That's great. So now it is coming into your material realm. We do have something coming in your material world. We have something beginning, as well as your emotional restart. We also have a financial restart. We also have something that is going to make you guys feel like your place in the world is much more secure. So you might even feel a little bit more grounded, but this is like opportunities coming in. This is a big opportunity coming into the physical world. So your energy is going to be affected by that because you are going to feel much more grounded, feeling safe, having more positive energy, just like getting some kind of good news that will allow you guys to sort of just think in a more positive way. Okay, so Divine Feminines, you guys this month are really getting into an energy where you're going to be feeling a lot better. Okay, so if you have been feeling worse for wear or a bit shitty, like just terrible, like I feel every time I eat Oreos, then you are going to get out of that energy, feel much better, and get into this energy of, again, with that Six of Wands, feeling very expressive, feeling very energetic, feeling like you've reached a victory, clean slate emotionally, something new starting, and then something new starting with the Ace of Pentacles. And again, you get this dung beetle energy in here. Dung beetles like to, I don't know if they like to do it, but they do it. They end up taking shit from other animals and basically building something from that, okay? Taking it back. I don't know what they do with it. Build a condo. I don't know what they use their shit. I guess they eat it, but I've never really, I've never seen a dung beetle do its thing outside of National Geographic, but presumably they do things with it. And it's from the past, so it's recycled, right? So I get this strong feeling that there's something coming into your energy that's going to be recycled, that's sort of from the past. So again, opportunities coming back around, new beginnings all around. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands. That's really great energy, Divine Feminine. So just look out for that the month of December. Let's get into the Divine Masculines. So what is going on, Spirit, with the Divine Masculines? Let's tap into the masculine energy for the month of December. What is it that the masculines are experiencing? So for masculines, we have the Nine of Cups. So that's great. You guys have the Ace of Cups. So transforming, there's transformation going on within the masculines. This is the butterfly up top. So that's becoming more of who they are, more of who they're meant to be, lining themselves up with destiny. So this is sort of like this has this element of like something that was always meant to happen. We got the Nine of Cups on its own, though. We're talking about a wish fulfillment, right? So something coming true. So energetically, they are basically coming into alignment with who they truly are, their true wish, their true self. Okay, so yeah, maybe they get something in the physical world that definitely makes them feel that way, but usually it starts first within the soul, within the realization of the internal self, and then it sort of transfers into the outside world. Okay, more often than not, anyway. So that's really positive because it just means that they're transforming. So you guys feeling that Six of Wands, they're feeling that Nine of Cups. Both of you guys are transforming. Butterfly, a beautiful creature, at least one of the only insects that I can handle. And that's really great energy for the masculines, okay? So they're transforming. They're becoming more of who they're supposed to be. They're getting more in line with their emotions as well. And they are realizing what it is that they really want and what actually makes them happy, okay? So that's good energy to get in. Let's keep going. What else do we got going on for the masculines? We have the Moon card, okay? So we do have some major arcana energy. So masculines still having a period of sort of darkness in a sense, having to navigate things using their intuition only. So masculines are being called to trust their intuition at this time. So some things in their life may be confusing for them, and the whole purpose of that is just so that they learn to trust their internal dialogue, their internal intuition. Heightened intuition is coming to them this month. So you have that owl in there because they're able to navigate at night, do a little cool shit, turn their head all the way around. I don't know if masculines will be able to do that. It'd be certainly a very neat party trick, probably get them laid a couple times. But what this does talk about is just like that kind of, like little fear, scare energy where you walk through the forest at night. Or for a more realistic example, maybe you walk through your city at night and shadows and you hear things, and maybe like the person, you think someone's following you. So things seem a little bit scarier at night, but there's that voice that says everything's going to be fine, everything's going to be okay, just trust yourself, just go down this path. And so we have this transformation with the Nine of Cups, but the Moon card's there to signify that this transformation occurs because of the intuition. And so again, it's something that's internally being guided by them, and their intuition is being heightened during this time. So this is certainly a good card when it comes to that. And yes, there is confusion. They might not listen to their intuition. This is just the energy that's available to them. But paying attention to their dreams, and certainly and becoming aware of who they are and what it is that what path they should follow, those kinds of things. Okay, so their intuition is basically talking to them, speaking to them, especially at night, dreams and stuff like that. So that is very powerful energy, and the Nine of Cups powerful as well with that butterfly. And let's get one more card for the masculine's energy. And we have the Two of Wands underneath your Ace of Pentacles. So two, usually about planning. The Two of Wands is about planning, but twos usually have to do with these kinds of choices and not really making a decision yet, and kind of waiting and patience and things like that. So the Two of Wands is kind of like a waiting game. It is about preparing, like getting into this mode where they're kind of waiting to figuring out what it is that they want to do. Just like with you guys, or just like with that Moon card, figuring out which path they should follow. The Two of Wands talks about, for the masculines, looking at the world and sort of seeing where they would like to go within the world, which direction they would like to take, which places would fulfill them, which kind of friend group. So this is just looking at their life and really deciding and planning for the future. Okay, so this could energetically represent them being in a more patient, kind of calmer energy. You can see the waters are very calm here. This manta ray, I think it's a manta ray, it could be a stingray, I don't know, but it's sort of just resting, just doing its thing, just waiting. So this is sort of like a waiting game, so to speak, of they're just being patient and waiting for things to change. And that's probably because their intuition there is just saying like things aren't lined up right now for them, and they're in a process of transformation. Okay, and so that's really what's happening with the masculines, and that's great because it is going to lead them to where they need to. But the Two of Wands is just about some patience and stuff. Okay, so that is the energy for both parties at this time. Okay, I am going to get into the head and heart space a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to put these off to the side. Is this, I just noticed, but the camera seems a little, I don't know if it seems kind of fuzzy. Is it fuzzy to you guys? It looks kind of fuzzy over here. I don't know. I didn't see that before. I don't know. Okay, well, it's too late now. We're already 13 minutes in. All right, so ignore the fuzziness if there is any, because I feel like there's some fuzziness going on, man. What is it, like the light? I don't know. All right, I digress. I shouldn't spend more than fucking 10 seconds talking about it. Okay, let's get into the head and heart space. I'm going to take these cards away. I hope you guys got to take a good look at them. If not, well, isn't that unfortunate? All right, let's put them off to the side. Okay, so let's go into the feminines. Start with the feminines again with your headspace. So what's going on with the feminines' headspace at this time? What is going on with the feminines' headspace? How are they thinking about their masculines at this time? Let's get some cards. So they had the Moon card, right, in their energy. So in your headspace, you have the High Priestess. So you guys, when it comes to your masculines, there's just some things that you guys aren't sure of, not aware of right now, some secrets that you just can't put your finger on. It's on the tip of your tongue, but you just don't know. High Priestess, represented here by the spider, represents our subconscious. Okay, it represents the things that we don't really know. It represents the things that are being hidden from us from a higher dimension. It represents, again, dreams, the very feminine nature of ourselves. And it represents the fact that you guys are looking at your masculine as something that is hidden, and that is at this time, like, there's some mystery, or there's some intrigue, or there might be a little bit of confusion because of that, but that there are some fears possibly because there's some situations that you're not really sure of. Okay, again, you have that moon energy right there, but it is a full moon, so we also have that, at least I think it's a full moon. I don't know what it means if there's a shadow in the moon, but let's assume it's a full moon. We have that fullness, the completion of things. Okay, so we do have a lot represented here, and I honestly can't think of any other things to say using the word represented, because I'm pretty sure I just said it 20 times in a row. But this is how you're feeling about your masculines and your headspace. So this is, again, having your intuition. Trust it. Both of you guys are having intuition problems, or maybe not problems, but I mean, you could be having problems, but your intuition is heightened right now at this time, and that there's some secrets. So there's some things about the journey, maybe about your masculine in particular, that you're just unsure of. So the future is kind of secretive right now, and so you're really having to trust your intuition and kind of bide your time, because the High Priestess, it's like that web. You can't really get past the web. If you go into the web, you kind of get stuck in it. I've seen The Lord of the Rings, and that guy Frodo, he got fucked up because of that web. So it's really that kind of being careful energy right now. Okay, so you guys are uncertain of the future. What else do we got going on? We have the 9 of Wands. So you guys have been through the ringer. That's such a dumb phrase. I don't even know what that means. You guys have been through a lot of shit. Okay, I don't even know if going through a ringer is a thing. Maybe it's something else. Been through the spinner? Been through the dinner? I don't know. Okay, so 9 of Wands is that ram energy here. So yeah, you guys have had to be very tough, get through a lot, right? Rams are known for having to deal with a lot of shit. They fight each other, they butt each other's heads, they climb to the top of mountains, half of them die, they fall off, they try not to fall off the side of the mountain. So that kind of energy takes you to a place of great strength and persistence and discipline, but certainly it has been a long journey for you guys. So you guys are tired, worn out. Possibly you may feel like giving up. Also, this could translate into how you're thinking about them, meaning you could be viewing your masculine with this energy, meaning that they've gone through so much shit, they've been putting themselves through it, they've been trying and struggling very hard, and maybe this relationship, or this energetic relationship of this 9 of Wands, is represented by both of you, really. But generally looking at this relationship and looking at your masculine as something that has been that's been a long time, right? It's you guys have both been had to deal with a lot of stuff, and it's kind of made you both it's both made you very worn out. Okay. And so that energy might apply to just you, the feminine, or how you feel about the relationship. Maybe, again, could be like this long time in separation, but also about your masculine in particular, okay? And just how much that they've had to go through. So let's get one more card for your headspace. What's going on with the headspace, Spirit? Yeah, and we have the 2 of Swords, okay? So this is for many of you. This is kind of has to deal with the separation aspect. We have 2 2s here. And so the 2 of Swords talks about being blind a little bit, kind of not really knowing the full picture. And when you don't know the full picture, you can't really make a choice. So the 2 of Swords has to do a little bit with kind of making the choice, whether to leave, whether to go. There's 2 kinds of possibilities, and you're unsure of which one to live. So this bird here, kind of looking out into the shore, not really willing to fly away, okay? But it doesn't know if it should stay either, okay? And so it's just this open horizons, but it's still staying at the beach waiting for something, okay? Again, I told you earlier in the reading, 2s have a lot to do with waiting, all right? So again, they had the 2 of Wands in their energy, which was about waiting and sort of playing the long game. And you guys are waiting and probably had enough of that maybe, and sort of just deciding, is it worth it? And you may be, of course, looking at your masculine and thinking, oh, are they going to make a choice? Because this could be your masculine, right? This is your headspace towards them. This could be you looking at them and going, I don't know. Are they going to fully go in? Are they going to make a choice? Are they going to let go? Are they going to surrender? Are they going to do it? Are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? You guys are tired of waiting for them. Maybe even if you aren't tired with that 9 of Wands, it could just mean that like you're watching them, and could even be watching them in secret with the High Priestess, or vice versa, really. and that is playing into your into your kind of mental world, and it causes you a little bit of stress, a little bit of confusion. And again, but a lot of you guys might not really know whether to move on or to stay still, and you might be viewing them in the same way. Okay, so that's what's going on with your mental space. That seems about right, to be honest. That probably makes a lot of sense. All right, so let's get into the masculine's headspace now. I always think that these videos are going to be shorter, but this is looking like it's going to be like a 30-minute one. Anyway, I hope that that's all right with you guys. And if it isn't, that sucks too. Okay, let's go into the masculine. So how are the masculines viewing their feminine's mental space? Mental space, how are they thinking? What's their mental space like, Spirit? All right, 2 cards came out. I don't really want to pick either of them, though, because I kind of want 1 card at a time. So what is going on with the masculines' mental space? Spirit, how are they thinking about their feminines? Okay, come on, guys. Get the card coming out here. All right, whatever. Take that card. The death card tried to come out, but you know what? If it comes out again, it'll come out. All right. So we have the 8 of Wands in the first position. So this is communication. Okay. This is just straight up communication. All right. This is in the mental body. This is thinking about rushing forward, rushing in with communication, very unexpected kind of way, very, very quick energy. So a lot of your masculines are thinking about communicating at this time. And these are all from the, of course, I know a lot of people are in separation, but when you're in union, it could just be having more open communication, or when you're talking to them and there is communication of some kind. It's just about more honesty, more passion, more commitment, more just a more stable and a more easy flow communication. Okay, but if you aren't together at all, you know, not even talking and stuff, this is them in their mental body like, oh shit, I should communicate, I want to communicate. Okay, there's like this energy of them typing out text messages and then kind of deleting them. The messages of, or the energy of kind of like, you know, trying to send something, trying to build up the courage, and then they stop, right? But now this 8 of Wands is like, I want to go all the way with it, right? So there is some mental there's definitely some mental energy going towards the communication. So of course, maybe not for everybody, this is a general reading, but we do have them wanting to come in with communication, thinking about talking to you guys. We have another 8. We have the 8 of Pentacles, so we have 2 8s, just like you guys have 2 2s, 9, and then the 8. So the 8 of Pentacles, yeah, it's putting in work, communicating in a real stable, committed way. They're also looking at you guys with this energy of very much you guys focused on your work, very disciplined, very hardworking. Again, that committed type of person. But now with this 8 of Wands next to 8 of Pentacles, there's a strong feeling for me that that they want to it's more committed communication, more commitment. It's like they're thinking about the relationship and the effort that needs to be put in. Okay, so they're thinking about making a real effort towards you guys. That's how they're also viewing you as somebody who does make efforts and who has been there for them. Okay, even just energetically. And you guys have the ram. Okay, this is sort of a ram too. I guess this is kind of like a billy goat, but the ram and this guy both do the same thing. They both climb up the sides of these hills, get to the top. It's a very dangerous kind of thing, but it requires a lot of focus and a lot of discipline. So their focus is on you right now mentally. They're thinking about you guys a lot for whatever reason at this time. They are thinking about you a lot, okay? And again, separation, union, take it how it resonates, okay? Personally, I'm kind of tired of seeing every single twin flame reading on Instagram or YouTube or whatever always be about from the perspective of separation. I think that that's kind of interesting. I don't think that helps anybody, just automatically putting it like that. But that's a whole different topic for another day. Let's get one more card for the masculines and their mental space. Oh, that's good. We have the King of Cups. Okay, so this is more about them now with this masculine energy, right? This is them coming into alignment with, again, what it is they know that they want, all right? So they have the 9 of Cups in their energy. The King of Cups here talks about them becoming the master of their emotions, no longer being immature, coming into their mature world, sense of self-security, their self-worth, basically being tied now to their soul, okay? So knowing more about who they are and what it is that they really want and what they'd like in a relationship. So again, they're more mature, they're more able to give. So I feel like, again, their mental space is all about trying to come towards their feminine, all about trying to make communication. And again, if you're in a relationship or communicating, this is just stronger communication, stronger levels of commitment, more emotional expressions, more authenticity. Okay, in any kind of capacity. All right, and same thing. If you guys are separated, we're talking about them kind of stepping up to the next level, and so their focus is on you. They're thinking about you. They're thinking about communication, but they could also be thinking that you guys are very focused and very busy at this time as well. Okay, so that is what's going on with your guys' mental space, feminine and masculine. I'm now going to get into the. What would it be? The heart space. All right, let's get in the heart space here. So, feminine. What is going on with the feminine's heart space? How are they feeling towards the masculines at this time? Spirit. All right, let's see. All right, we have the Empress energy here, okay? So that's very good because it always, to me, means divine feminine, the Empress, okay? It's like the strongest possible feminine card in the deck. So Empress is about you guys knowing your worth as a divine feminine. So when it comes to your heart space, in regards to your masculine, this is about the nurture and the care that you guys have given yourself, that you've given into the relationship. So this is really talking about that twin flame kind of dynamic where you guys are definitely realizing more of your worth and realizing who you are in the connection and realizing what it means to be a divine feminine. So you guys are feeling like the divine feminine. There is that strong energetic pull between the two of you, okay? But this is feeling very nurturing and caring towards them, okay? So I think there might be some compassion coming in for this month of December. Because again, remember, this might not be how you feel right now, today, December 3rd, at whatever freaking time it is. But, okay, this is for December. Could be coming in as early as next week, right? So more compassion, more care, more nurture. Seeing yourself as a divine feminine in this connection. We also have the Magician card here, so strong major arcana energy. So you guys did have the High Priestess up there as major arcana. Now you have the Magician. So we're at 1, 2, and then you guys have 3. So Magician, the fox, using your cleverness, using your ability to maneuver, but you have all the things that you need at your disposal. So you guys are trying to manifest this connection at this time. I think you guys are believing in magic again, maybe if not in this connection, then just in your general life, but certainly in your heart space, you guys are feeling the magic, feeling the connection, feeling it more, maybe not even throughout your own volition. Maybe it's just something that you're waking up to. Maybe your dreams are sort of speaking to you with that High Priestess. Maybe there's just this energy that you can't help but feel, but there's this magic, there's this passion, there's this, everything is feeling like it's getting connected again. You guys might be feeling like there's this sort of pressure for like that things are sort of going down into this sort of narrowing of like a river bend, like before it opens up into an ocean. Like there's this pressure and stuff, and this Magician is you guys really trying to manifest the relationship, really focusing in on the magic, focusing in on yourself, and really trying to bring something to fruition, okay? So you guys are feeling much more connected, I think, at this time to your natural power, and you may use that in a sense to try to get this relationship going, okay? And I do feel like there's a strong focus on yourself as well at this time within this connection, this heart space, but certainly feeling like you and your masculine can manifest a new beginning, okay? And that's obviously what you're trying to do here with this heart space. So believing in something again, essentially. Believing in magic, believing in a power outside of yourself, believing in the connection. And then we have the 7 of Wands. So even though that is all true, there is that guarded energy, right? There's that, again, you had the 9 of Wands up here. Now we have the 7 of Wands. Can you let your guard down? Should you let your guard down? Still a little bit defensive, still still a little bit unsure. These guys have been through it, so you're not really ready possibly to let down all of your guard, all of your emotions, and that's great. That's really positive because the 7 of Wands is about standing your ground and standing up for yourself and really finding the power within. So this is you guys not taking any more bullshit, okay? So I don't recommend basically the 7 of Wands is much better than the 9 of Wands, okay? 9 of Wands is kind of like you definitely need to let down your guard. There's no reason to be that stubborn, but the 7 of Wands is you protecting yourself, okay? So that's good. That's strong energy. It means you guys in your heart space still have boundaries up. You're different. You're changed. You're more empowered. You're more sure of yourself. And so, yes, there are emotions that are flowing, but they are much more they're protected now. Okay, it isn't like you guys still have walls up, but you have a fence with a gate and a guard. Okay, and that's positive. So still not ready to let everything fly, but the feelings are still there. You're starting to believe in stuff again. You're starting to believe in the magic of the connection, but not willing to let your guard down completely. Still standing up for yourself, and that's great because it means you guys have learned a lesson. You're not supposed to just let people walk over you. Okay, so that lesson's being learned. That's very positive. Let's get into the masculine energy now. I can't believe I said 30 minutes. This shit is longer than that. All right. Masculine energy. Okay. What is going on with the masculines? Heart space. How are they feeling towards the feminine? All right, first card we have is the Queen of Pentacles. That's really great to see, guys. It means that they're viewing you in a very independent way. The fact that you had the Empress and now they have the Queen, more feminine energy there. So I think they're starting to see your worth a little bit more. They're seeing you're more independent, that you don't really need them, that you didn't need them all that great, all that much, and that it wasn't this great sort of stress on you, that you guys did manage to take care of yourselves, that you are able to be happy on your own, that you are independent without them and not codependent, and that you will grow, and that you grew, and that you're growing, and that you're able to find stability in your own life, and that you're focused and stuff like that. And of course, seeing you very beautiful, very abundant, and so that's a really positive energy to be in. It means that there's certainly I have a lot of respect for you. Okay, that's what that is. Okay, a Queen of Wands, if it was like something like the Queen of Wands, I'd be like, oh yeah, they think you're so sexy. That's not to say that they don't view that, right? But the Queen of Pentacles is like respect for me. Okay, Queen of Swords is different kind of respect, like, oh, they're so smart. Queen of Pentacles, respecting. Queen of Wands is very sexual, very passionate, and Queen of Cups is very emotional, very caring. Okay. So let's take a look. What else we got going on in the heart space for the masculines here? How else are they thinking about their feminines? All right, we have the Emperor. Hey, that's great, guys, because you guys are the Empress, and now we have the Divine Masculine energy to complete it. You guys are feeling like the Divine Feminine. They're feeling like the Divine Masculine. The connection is opening up now, okay? We have, for those in separation, we have a lot of realizations coming in, a lot of understanding about who they are in this connection, okay? And they know that they're Divine Masculine now. They realize their potential to be to take control of their lives, to take control of this connection, to stand up, to be there, to provide with all this fruit, with the wand. So to be the person that has your back, to be able to protect you, to make choices on their own, and to own up to themselves and to come into their power, and to really just turn into that authoritative type of being when it comes to confidence, okay? Basically gaining the confidence they need. So this is really great, guys. Again, we have such a beautiful amount of energy going on between you guys, especially with the Empress and your energy and your heart space, and the Emperor in their heart space. Okay, so that's beautiful. All right. It also might even mean that they're starting to see you guys more balanced, exhibiting the energies of the opposite, right? So if they're thinking about you as a masculine, could be that you guys are coming into more masculine energy now, and if you're thinking about them as a feminine, means that maybe they're coming into more feminine energy. But the fact that we even have both those cards in the heart space for a twin flame reading is beautiful. Okay, and let's get one more card. All right, and we have the Fool card. Hey, because 1, 2, 3, 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3. That's great. Yes, so Fool is about new beginnings, new leaps of faith. So there are feeling like old feelings, old wounds, things like that, kind of being pushed away into the past. Heart space is opening up. New feelings are being allowed to experience. Remember, you guys had that Ace of Cups, so it sort of seems like it's transitioning to the masculines as well. Ready to take that leap of faith, ready to trust their feelings, okay? So again, opening up to something very, very beautiful and very possible. So there is a new world ahead of them in this emotional way, and I think they're going to be starting to feel that pretty soon. Okay, because this means that that they'd be ready to take a leap of faith, just like with this Eight of Wands communication. Okay, so that's really positive for their heart space, and certainly even feeling towards you that you guys that there is a possibility of this relationship sort of having a clean slate. Maybe enough time has passed, and if you're in a relationship with them. Or if you're in union or talking to them, then we have you guys just having like a deeper commitment, and like old problems basically going away. Okay, so that's really positive. So I'm going to clean up this part of the reading. I'm then just going to take a look at some action cards for the month of December. This video ran much longer than I wanted it to, but you know what, guys? We do the best that we can. We really do. Or we don't. I don't know. But let's do it anyway. So, some action cards for December 2020. What spirit is coming? What's the outcome of this? So what is the outcome of this Twin Flame collective relationship for the month of December? Let's get 3 cards. Could possibly recycle the old cards into the into this deck, but I guess I don't really care that much. That would be a lot, right? Okay. I could. Should I? Possibly. Quite possibly. There's enough cards in here, though, I think, to tell. It's quite a few. All right. Let's get some cards going on here. All right. We have the 8 of Cups. So we have walking away. So both parties walking away from things that no longer serve them. All right. Feminines walking away from relationships with friends. I get a lot of idea that feminines are walking away from a lot of friends that don't serve them anymore. For masculines, I get a big idea of walking away from relationships that don't serve them, romantic relationships, sort of things like that. I also get for the masculines walking away from situations that don't serve them as well. For feminines, I get you guys walking away from anything like physically that hasn't been helping you out. And of course, just generally for both parties, walking away from any substances or escapism, anything like that. So the things that no longer have been serving each individual in this relationship is now moving on from that. So there's sort of this death happening, because salmons, they travel upstream, they mate, they have sex, they video camera, they put it on Pornhub, and then they die. Okay, so that moon, that is definitely a full moon. Again, nighttime. So things are sort of slipping away in the night. Just walking away from situations. Again, the masculine could certainly just be slipping away in the night, done with this sort of situation, but you guys are all just like changing, and it's almost as quick as when the morning rises. Things are just a little bit different. Okay, so both parties walking away from what no longer serves in whatever way that resonates. Let's keep going. What else do we have? We got a little card coming out here. We have the Knight of Cups. So more water energy. Pay attention if you're Twin Flame is a water sign. Okay, Knight of Cups, that's all about offers. So we do have an emotional offer coming in. We do have a legitimate offer of intimacy. Okay, we have somebody expression. Now remember, they had the 8 of Wands, so for a lot of you this month, we do have some communication. There is Christmas around the corner, the end of the month here, and Christmas and New Year's, those sort of things, they make people feel very nostalgic and want company and stuff like that, and gifts and all that other good shit. All right, Christmas is about the only actual holiday I like. So it's one of those times where people just feel closer to each other. So this is that emotional kind of going away from the 8 of Cups where things don't serve them, and then going to what would serve them, what possibly might work, and the Knight of Cups. Now the only thing to pay attention to is that it's a bird, so it can fly away at any time, but it has its foot on the rock and 1 foot in the air. So we do have to be careful, and just, again, that's why you guys had your boundaries open, or had your boundaries up but open, because you want to make sure that it's a reliable and stable offer. But we'll get one more card and we'll see just how stable this Knight of Cups is. But it does talk about an offer, a very dreamy, lots of communication, expression of emotions. Yeah, so it is very stable, very, very stable. 2 of Cups, we have that home life, we have finding that new home. Again, balance, an equal partnership, an equal give and take, an equal giving and receiving of emotions. Okay, so this is the maturity mirrored in by the masculine's King of Cups energy that they had. Okay, so that's great. 2 of Cups, very, very positive, and you guys finding home with each other. Okay, so this is, I mean, all Cups cards, guys. That's awesome. That's seriously awesome, and such a progression of Cups too. I mean, I know the 2 numerically goes down, but it's a progression of like negative to the best, right? So quick summary again, both parties walking away from things. Now we have offers coming in. Okay, we have offers, we have emotions being shared now. We have real maturity, and then we have a balance and a partnership. So a lot of offers of relationships, a lot of offers of partnerships coming in this month. That's really positive. and both walking away from things that don't serve them. And if you're already in a relationship with your twin or talking to them, or some kind of communication going on, again, deeper levels of emotional commitment, deeper levels of communication. And then if you guys are already talking, we have you guys forming a relationship, okay? And for those of you who aren't separate, or who are separated, pay attention to be realistic, of course. It might, they could come in with some offers. They could come in with the emotions, but it might be in a sense where you guys now start a friendship, okay? Because you might not want to just rush into a relationship, all right? Depending on your past and depending on how guarded you are, but certainly don't throw yourself at the person, okay? Try your best not to anyway, okay? Be like Jim and Pam from The Office, right? Just model yourself after that kind of relationship. All right, guys, let's get some advice cards. So that is the end of the tarot. You're more than welcome to click off now if you don't care about getting advice. But for those of you who do care about getting advice, stick around for the next 2 or 3 minutes. And I'm going to pull these cards. All right, so Spirit, let's get some advice for those who are watching, masculines or feminines. Let's just get some advice for the Twin Flame Collective, either party. I'm going to go ahead and get 3. These cards have sometimes trouble flipping, but sometimes they do. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so we have the Reach Out card. Okay, we have the Have Fun card, and I'm going to get one more card, and then I will read them, and then we will be on our way and getting ready for the weekend. And then this weekend, I'll make sure to do respective readings for the masculines and the feminines for this month. Okay. All right. And the third card is we have the Strength. All right. So advice. Let's start with the Reach Out card. All right. So just let you guys look at that image there. Before I read it, I'll just go off my intuition. But reaching out. So the advice here would be to connect and be open and be vulnerable with people, and make sure that you're speaking up and communicating properly with other people, because oftentimes when we are trapped inside our heads, things seem a lot scarier than they naturally are. So if you're feeling hurt or scared, open up to somebody and try to reach out to some people who you know will help you. Don't just reach out to random people. Reach out to things and situations that you know will actually help, okay? So I'm going to read this card. We know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is as much about the physical act of accepting help when offered as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that it's truly okay to accept support however it's presented to you. Okay, so now the card is basically suggesting that there's going to be some support coming in, and make sure that you understand that it's okay to accept it. Okay, accepting help is important. All right, I'm not the best at doing that myself, but sometimes you just kind of have to be a little bit humble. All right, so now we have the Have Fun card. Let you guys look at this. Okay, so we have that childlike innocence there, reconnecting with your inner self. So basically, when you're a child, you kind of live in the present moment, and things aren't as scary in that kind of sense. I mean, certainly, I guess it depends on your childhood, but when you have that childlike mentality, you have a lot more fun. Things are easier. You're able to live in the moment a little bit more. So we want to invite that energy back into our life. So it says stop, okay, with an exclamation point. So I don't know. So should I scream it? Stop, I guess. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly, something totally unlike you, something just for the joy of it? It's long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. Yeah, so, do whatever it is that you want to do, whatever's silly to you. I don't know, go streaking naked down the street, watch a movie. I have no idea. Start an amateur porn channel. Do whatever it is that you guys want to do. Could just start with dancing. Probably a good first step, all right? So just look out for opportunities to have more fun in your life and to stop overthinking things and just enjoy yourself, because if you can look back in 2 years from now, would it really matter that you were stressed out about tomorrow? Probably not, okay? All right, and then lastly, we have the Strength card. So intuitively, guys, we really have this energy of you guys becoming stronger this month, coming into yourself, coming into the realization that your fire inside of you is much brighter than you think it is, okay? So this card says, strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. you're never really alone, as we're always with you. Okay, guys? So we have them, angels, guides, however you want to look at it, supporting you, that energy being available to you this month. So tap into it and be strong. So that's your advice. That's the reading. I hope the reading resonated. I hope that the positive stuff does come true for those of you. I know it's a general reading. If you guys want private readings and stuff, that's always in the description box. Otherwise, I hope that you guys have a fantastic weekend. Thanks so much for supporting me. I hope, I don't know what else I hope for. Did I run out of pleasantries to say? I might have ran out of pleasantries, guys. It's unfortunate. Well, I hope that you guys never run out of pleasantries and that you always know exactly how to end videos with the most efficient and careful manner. But for me, I didn't quite manage to do that. So we're going to go ahead and end this reading as awkwardly as we possibly can. And we're just going to go ahead and click off in the middle while I'm talking.